Hello students and welcome to the fourth part of hydrocarbons. In the previous class you have studied the chemical properties of alkanes. Let us start today's class with the conformation of alkanes. So here conformation is nothing but it is a different spatial arrangements obtained due to the rotation of groups or atoms about a single bond. So, see here, what is this? I have a carbon-carbon single bond. We know that in alkanes, all the carbon atoms are sp3 hybridized, right? And the bond present here is a sigma bond. How a sigma bond is formed? A sigma bond is formed by the axial overlapping of two sp3 hybrid orbitals. ಸರಿನಾ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಓವರ್ಲ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಫ್ರೀ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ಕೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಈಗ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸರಿಯಾ? ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಿನೈಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೇಷಿಯಲ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಇನ್ಫಿನೈಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೇಷಿಯಲ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಗೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ? ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ, ಸರಿನಾ? So now let us study the conformation of ethane. So ethane is C2H6. If I write the structure of ethane, so in the structure of ethane has a carbon single bond and each carbon atom contains 3 hydrogen atoms, isn't it? So this is the structure of ethane. See here, there are 2 carbon and each carbon carrying 3 hydrogen atoms, isn't it? So here, see, as it contains carbon single bond, free rotation is possible across this carbon single bond. ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಸಿ ನಾನೀಗ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ರೋಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, ಎರಡೂ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ನನಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು? ರೋಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ಅ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನೈಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೇಷಿಯಲ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್, ಆರ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ infinite number of conformations for ethane. But out of infinite number of conformations, the 2 very important conformations are, the first one is called as eclipsed conformation, and the second one is called as staggered conformation. So here eclipse conformation andre enu? Eclipse conformation is a conformation in which the hydrogen atoms attached to 2 carbon atoms are as close to each other as possible. Then it is called as eclipse conformation. Then what do we mean by staggered conformation? Staggered conformation is a conformation in which the hydrogen atoms attached to 2 carbon atoms are as far apart as possible, and any other intermediate conformation is called as skew conformation. And this eclipse and staggered conformations of ethane can be represented by Sawhorse and Newman projection. Let us discuss the Sawhorse and Newman projection for ethane molecule. See here, in the case of Sawhorse projection, this represents the front hydrogen and front carbon. This is a rare or back side carbon, a rare carbon with rare hydrogen. So here, the two hydrogen atoms are very close to each other. Whereas in the staggered form, the two hydrogen atoms are far apart from each other. Right? The same thing is represented in Newman projection. Right? So here, this is the front hydrogen and these three are the rare hydrogen. So eclipse model anta helidre cover model. So Newman projection is a better way of representing eclipsed and staggered form of ethane. See, clear agi gottagta untu. See, ಈ front hydrogen atom rare hydrogen atom ಅನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು eclipse ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸರಿನಾ? Right? And staggered conformation ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು? See, the front hydrogen and the rare hydrogen atom, they are far apart from each other, isn't it? Out of eclipse form and staggered form, which form is more stable? Yes? See here, in the eclipse form, the hydrogen atom attached to the two carbon atom are very close to each other, right? So here there is a maximum repulsion, isn't it? But if you consider the staggered form, in staggered form, the hydrogen atom attached to the two carbon atoms are far away from each other. As a result, the repulsion will be minimum. So as the repulsion is minimum, energy is minimum. Hence, what we can conclude is staggered form is more stable than the eclipsed form. So this is about the conformation of ethane. The next concept is alkenes. Alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons containing a carbon-carbon double bond. They are also called as olefins. This is because the lower member of alkenes, when treated with chlorine or bromine, give oily products. And in alkenes, the carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. And the general formula of alkene is CnH2n, where n is equal to 2, 3, 4, etc. Example, when n is equal to 2, we get C2H4. It is the first member of alkene and the name of this alkene is ethene. Now when n is equal to 3, we have C3H6, that is propene. And so, okay, so in this way, by substituting n value, we can get different members of alkenes. Now, the next concept is structure of alkenes. In the structure of alkenes, we know that alkenes contain a carbon-carbon double. Out of this double bond, one is sigma bond and the other one is a pi bond. And here I am restricting my discussion to ethene molecule. Therefore, the first diagram indicates the orbital picture of ethene showing only sigma bond formation. And the second diagram indicates the orbital picture of ethene showing only pi bond. And the third diagram indicates its bond length and bond angles. Now, the molecular formula of ethene is C2H4. It has 2 carbon and 4 hydrogen atoms. So in ethene, carbon undergoes sp2 hybridization, forming 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. Out of the 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals, one of the sp2 hybrid orbitals of each carbon atom overlaps axially, forming carbon-carbon sigma bond. And the remaining 2 sp2 hybrid orbitals of each carbon atom overlap with oneness atomic orbital of hydrogen atoms, forming 4 carbon-hydrogen sigma bonds. And the one unhybridized 2pz orbital, it overlaps laterally or sideways, forming carbon-carbon pi bond. Okay, now if you carefully observe the structure of ethene molecule, we can say that in ethene there are 5 sigma bond. Out of 5, 4 carbon-hydrogen sigma bond and 1 carbon-carbon sigma bond and 1 carbon-carbon pi bond. And we know that the carbon-carbon bond length is 154 picometer, whereas here the carbon-carbon double bond length is found to be 134 picometer. That means here the double bond length is shorter than the single bond length. And in the case of alkenes, we have pi bonds. The presence of pi bond make alkenes reactive towards electrophilic reagents. Hence, it is very easy to convert an alkene into alkene. Okay, so this is about the structure of alkenes. Let us study the nomenclature of alkenes. So, in the nomenclature, while naming the alkene by IUPAC system, the suffix ane for alkane, that must be replaced by ene. Okay, and we have to follow all the rules of IUPAC. Okay, now let us name some of the alkenes by IUPAC system. Okay, in that the first one is, can you name this alkene? Here in this alkene we have a double bond, and we know that even double bond is considered as a functional group. Therefore, let us number this 1, 2, 3, and while numbering, we have to number in such a way that the double bond gets minimum number. So, here the first carbon atom contains double bond and there are 3 carbon atoms. Therefore, the IUPAC name of this alkene is prop 1E or 1-propene. Now coming to the second compound, again here double bond is at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 carbon atoms and a double bond between first and second carbon atom. Therefore the name of this alkene is but 1E. The third one, 4 carbon atom. But now the double bond is present between second and third carbon atom. Therefore, it must be named as but 2E. Now the next one. So here we have a double bond here. So 1, 2, 3. Now the parent chain contains 3 carbon atom and we have a methyl group on the second carbon atom. Therefore, naming is, it is 2-methyl, 3 carbon atom. Therefore, prop, double bond is between first and second carbon atom. Therefore, prop 1E. 2-methyl, prop 1E. Now the last compound or last alkene. So double bond is here. So I'll number from this side 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here third carbon atom contains methyl group. Therefore 3-methyl. 3-methyl. Total carbon atom in the parent chain is 4. So but, and there is a double bond between first and second carbon atom. Therefore 3-methyl but 1E. Okay. So in this way we can name different alkenes by IUPAC system. The next concept is isomerism. So here alkenes show both structural as well as geometrical isomerism. So let us discuss one by one. The first one is structural isomerism. Here, structural isomerism is not exhibited by ethene and propene, whereas higher alkenes, that is butene, pentene, etc., they show different types of structural isomers like chain isomers and position isomers. So let us write the different structures for butene. So butene has a molecular formula of C4H8, right? Now the different structures for butene are, the first one is okay, this structure I already badideva. Can you see here? Yes, so the name of this alkene is but1A. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೇನು ಬರೀಬಹುದು? ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ CH3 CH double bond CH CH3. Double bond is between second and third carbon atom, so it is but2E. One more structure. So we have 1, 2, 3. So it is 2-methyl prop1E. Okay, so these are the three structures possible for butene with the molecular formula C4H8. Now it can numbering ಮಾಡುವ. Say let me take it as structure 1. So this is structure 2 and the last one is structure 3. Sariya? Now, if carefully observe structure 1 and structure 2. Yes, structure 1 and structure 2 will change it. The molecular formula of the compound is same, but what about the position of the double bond? Say in the first compound, the double bond is present between first and second carbon atom, whereas in the second compound it is between second and third carbon atom. So molecular formula is same, but the position of double bond is different. Therefore what we can say, structure 1 and structure 2, they form position isomers. So 1 and 2 are position isomers. Sarina? Similarly, ಈಗ structure 1 and structure 3 ನೋಡಿ. In the structure 1, we have a straight chain of 4 carbon atoms. The parent chain contains 4 carbon atoms, whereas in structure 3, there is no change in the double bond. 1, 2 ಮತ್ತು 1, 2 ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. Position of double bond change ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. But the parent chain consists of only 3 carbon atoms. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರಬಹುದು? Molecular formula is same, but the number of carbon atom in the parent chain is different. Then it forms chain isomers. Sariya? So 1 and 3 chain isomers. Similarly, 2 and 3 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Chain isomers. Therefore, I can write here 1 and 3. Similarly, 2 and 3. They are chain isomers. Okay, so this is the structural isomerism exhibited by butene. The next type of isomerism exhibited by alkenes is geometrical isomerism, and this type of isomerism arises due to the restricted rotation of groups across carbon-carbon double bond, resulting in different spatial arrangement of groups. Andre see here, in a singly bonded compounds, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫ್ರೀ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಸಿಂಗ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ನಾವು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಡಬ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್. ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಬ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ಕೀನ್ಸ್, ದ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ restricted. So rotation of double bond restrict ಆದ್ರಿಂದ here we can get only two types of spatial arrangements of atoms or groups across this carbon carbon double bond, and they are named as cis isomer and trans isomer. Okay, now to explain this, let me take an example. Say 2-butene or but2e. Now but2e, what is the structure of but2e? So but2e is CH3CH double bond CH. Okay, so this is the structure of but2e. So here it has a double bond, right, between second and third carbon atom. So second and third carbon atom alli but2e nalli double bond ಇದೆ. So ಈ double bond ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆದ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇಡಬಹುದು. See here we have C double bond C, ಸರಿನಾ, carbon double bond carbon. Here we have methyl group and hydrogen. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ hydrogen and methyl. ಸೊ ಈ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎರಡು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಬಹುದು. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ, ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಒನ್ ವೇ ಇಡುವಾಗ ನಾನು ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡ್ತೇನೆ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ H ಮತ್ತೆ CH3. ದಿಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ H and CH3. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು CH3 ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ H. Similarly, this carbon also contains hydrogen and methyl. So ನಾನು ಏನು ಬರೀತೇನೆ ಈಗ, here I write methyl and hydrogen. So this is the one way of writing. Second way ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ನಾನೀಗ, C double bond C. As the rotation is restricted here, again ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, say I will retain this methyl and H. Okay, so ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ H ಅನ್ನು ರಿಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. Even if I rotate this carbon, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಾನು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು, I can write it as H and CH3. ಓಕೆ, ಎರಡೂ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಒಂದನ್ನ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿಟ್ಟು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಆಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಟೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಆರ್ ದೇ ಸೇಮ್? ನೋ. ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಐಸೋಮರ್ similar groups, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ similar groups ಇದೆ, methyl group and two hydrogen atoms. So in the first isomer, similar groups are on the same side of the double bond. Double bond in a same side ಅಲ್ಲಿ similar groups ಇದೆ. Then this is called as cis isomer. It is a cis isomer of but2e. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು, it is cis but2e. And in this isomer ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, similar groups are in the opposite direction. Hence it is called as trans 2-butene. Okay, therefore cis 2-butene and trans 2-butene both are geometrical isomers of but2e. Now let me explain this concept by using ball and stick model. Can you see the double bond here? So, in this structure, the black colored balls are carbon, orange ones are methyl group, and the white ones are hydrogen. So here, the two methyl groups are on the same side of the doubly bonded carbon. Sariya, and he gave it is on the same side of the doubly bonded carbon. Hence it is cis-but2E. Now, in this structure, the two methyl groups are in the opposite direction. Hence it is trans-but2E. Okay, can you see both the structures here? The first one is cis isomer and the second one is the trans isomer of but2E. After writing the cis and trans isomer of but2E, let us write the cis and trans form of one more compound, that is 1,2 dichloroethene. The structure of 1,2 dichloroethene is given by so this is 1,2 dichloroethene. So in dichloroethene, 1,2 dichloroethene, each carbon atom contains one carbon and one chlorine atom. So let us write the cis and trans form of this compound. So here we have carbon double bond. Then say H here, Cl here, HCl. Okay. In this compound, the two chlorine atoms are on the same side of the doubly bonded carbon atom. Hence it is cis 1,2 dichloroethene. Now in the second isomer, H and Cl ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೀತೇನೆ. I have written H and Cl as it is. Now interchange the position of H and Cl. So here we have Cl and H. Right? Now in this compound, the two chlorine atoms are in the opposite direction. Hence it is, what I have to write here? Trans 1,2 dichloroethene. Okay, so this is about the cis and trans form of 1,2 dichloroethene. Now, if you compare the properties of cis and trans isomer, what about the properties? Are they same? No. See here, in the case of cis and trans isomer, there is a difference in the spatial arrangement of atoms or groups across carbon-carbon double. Because of this reason, these isomers differ in their properties like solubility, melting point, boiling point, dipole moment, etc. Let us discuss few differences between the cis and trans isomer. Say, firstly, let us take the polarity. Now, if you compare the polarity of the cis and trans isomer, which is more polar? Yes. So here, in the case of cis isomer, similar groups are on same side of the double bond. How again, the bond moment add agutte, dipole moment add on agutte. But in the case of trans isomer, as similar groups are in the opposite direction, so here CCl. So the CCl bond moment gets cancelled. As carbon Cl bond gets cancelled, here these trans isomers are found to be non-polar, having almost zero dipole moment. Okay, so polarity both cis isomers are having higher polarity, or we can say cis isomer is more polar than trans isomer. As cis is more polar, trans is, I can write, non-polar. Okay? So cis isomer is more polar than trans isomer. Similarly, dipole moment tagondre. In the case of dipole moment, cis isomer is having higher dipole moment than trans, and trans is having zero dipole moment. Similarly, if you take boiling point, the boiling point of cis isomer is always higher than that of trans isomer. Therefore, cis isomer is having higher boiling point and trans isomer is having lower boiling point. Lastly, if you consider melting point, that is applicable for solids. In case of solids, if you compare the melting point of cis and trans isomers, then here it is observed that the trans isomers are having higher melting point than cis isomer. This is because in the case of trans isomer, as similar groups are in the opposite direction, there is a symmetrical structure. Okay? Symmetrical structure, and there is a more compact packing in space. Because of more compact packing in space and symmetrical structure, trans isomers are having higher melting point than cis isomer. Okay? So these are few differences between cis and trans isomers of an alkene.